prudent. And all these things, they intermingle. You can easily, if you don't understand, you think they look like one and the same. It's because it's one pillar holding one house. What you see from the outside is one house. But you see, not everyone sees the pillar holding the house. Or you see just, one house. But wisdom is telling you the reason why the house is standing. You see, that house that you're building might be a marriage. That house you're building might be about your finances. That house you're building, it might be anything. You see, these are the things that hold every building that wisdom built up. If all of them are not in place, you don't need to say, you see from outside that something is wrong. But when it's in place, you can see it easily and say, wow, the beautiful, beautiful edifice. You just know something is right. That's why it is standing. When you see a man that has been married for like 60, 70 years, there must be something. You want to ask them, how did you do it? Is that not so? There's something that you must have done right that is making this building stand. When you see a man that is a billionaire, you want to ask a question. He says, how did you do it? You want to hear about how they do these things. When you see a man that has the spirit of excellence, you see, something has been built that you want to know how it is built. And from the outside at times, you might not know how it is built until they bring you in to show you the pillars that is holding up what they have built. So wisdom has its own pillars, 7 pillars. And the first pillar is prudence. It says, wisdom, I dwell with prudence. We've talked about prudence, and we're still going to talk about it with practical examples, because wisdom, prudence practically just tells you about practical, wisdom. That's the ability to undo things right, to do things right, to know when to do things, how to do it, and what to do. Hallelujah. It says, wisdom, dwell with prudence. That's the first pillar of wisdom. And find out knowledge of witty invention. And I told you, and it's knowledge and discretion together. That's the second pillar. Knowledge, and not just knowledge of witty invention. Discretion, discernment. Some people have knowledge, but they are not discerning, no discretion. The Bible talks about the woman, the beautiful woman without discretion. He said it's like putting a jewel, in the snout, a ring in the snout of a pig. It's like a woman that has no discretion. Because if you put a ring in the nose of a pig, he's going to go and be digging with it. He does not know the value of the ring. So that's how a woman without discretion is. So you're going to see some example and a lot of example. It says, and find out knowledge of witty inventions. And the third pillar of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. That's the third pillar of wisdom. The fear of the Lord. The third pillar of wisdom. And this is one thing that is missing in the life of most believers. The fear of the Lord. Now, a lot of people, they've called it different names. They tell you, the fear of the Lord is reverence for God. I do not doubt that it is truly reverence for God. But the fear of the Lord is the fear of the Lord. And you need to get to the place where you understand the fear of God. A lot of people, because, they've made these things, they explain them in such a way that we now commonize them. Listen, it does not matter how many degrees you have in electronics, or electrical engineering. You are a professor, in short. You must fear electricity. Abi, is that also? You must, if you know the principles, you know